I'm Detective Sergeant Kutizezaneti from CID Drugs and Narcotics. CID Drugs and Narcotics is a specialized section in physiotherapy which specializes in cases to do with illicit drug trafficking and drug abuse. We have drugs that are commonly abused in Zimbabwe, namely daga, cocaine, crystal meth, heroin, ecstasy tablets, LSD. There's also the abuse of skin lighteners, body enlarging products, sex-enhancing medicines, and illicit beverages. Our main worry lately is on the dangerous drugs, because these are the drugs that are mostly being abused by the youth. We've classified them into 4 different categories, namely stimulants, depressants, hallucinogens, and narcotics. Stimulants are drugs which accelerate the functions of the central nervous system, meaning that your body will be functioning faster than normal. Drugs in this category include daga, crystal meth, cocaine, and ecstasy tablets. Ecstasy tablets, they are also known as party tablets, mostly used at booze parties, and they give you a euphoric effect. You feel happier than normal, and also they boost your sexual sensation, meaning that even if you didn't want to have sex with ecstasy, it sort of drives up your sex drive. But these stimulants, they've got a very negative impact on oneself. Most of these drugs, they damage the internal organs, that is the liver, the lungs, the heart, the kidneys, and also they damage the brain cells. For example, a drug like crystal meth, one can go for up to 7 days without food, without sleep, but very active. Remember, the body is a machine which also needs to rest. But with crystal meth, it will be forced to live for 7 days. And most of our youth, especially in the cities, they are abusing crystal meth, leading to brain damage. Most of them, I'm sure you've heard the term
hallucinations.
Yes, but that is just a hallucinogenic effect of the drug as well. We also have depressants. These ones, they do the exact opposite of what stimulants do. They decelerate the functions of the central nervous system, meaning that your body will be functioning slower than normal. Drugs in this category include daga and heroin. Mostly they are used by those people who are trying to run away from their problems. Say you've got a problem at home, at work, at school, they prefer to use such drugs because they accelerate your functions. The term you can't even when you call them, they just look at you. If you ask them to come to you, some might even crawl coming to you as well. And then we have hallucinogens. These ones, they change one's perception. Someone will be seeing things that are not there, hearing things that are not there. And drugs in this category include daga and LSD. People who take LSD experience what we term as a trip, which goes on for 30 to 45 minutes. One will be switched off from reality. And during that time, criminals can take advantage of you. They can either abuse you or use you to commit crimes without you knowing. It has got a very negative impact on oneself, and again, it damages the internal organs, leading to death. We have the abuse of skin lighteners, which are sold on the streets.
These are often seen sold by some vendors in the streets, like you are saying.
Yes, they are mostly sold by vendors on the streets, and they are smuggled into the country through unscrupulous means. These are some of the skin lighteners.
So, can I ask? Say a vendor is caught selling these. Does this attract jail time?
Depending on the quantity, sorry. If you have too much of this stuff, you'll be given a custodial sentence. But if you have very little, it's either you'll be composition of. There's also the abuse of body enlarging products for men and women. Body enlarging is actually a process which needs combination medications and a special diet. But the people that are selling these products are actually vendors from the street who do not know how they work or even the chemical composition. Continued use might lead to diseases such as breast cancer or even cervix cancer in women. There is also the abuse of sex-enhancing medicines, especially amongst the men. These days, when you arrest a youngster, you will find him or her, but mostly a him, in possession of either a sachet of Daga, a sachet of crystal meth, and a blister pack of sildenafil tablets. Sildenafil is actually a medication meant for those people with erectile dysfunction, but our youngsters as young as 14 years old, you find them in possession of such drugs. Continued use of such drugs will lead to drug dependency, meaning that one will no longer be able to function normally without the intake of such a drug. And when they start taking them at the age of 14, by the time they want to get married, say they are 28 years old, and they are already dependent on this drug, it will be difficult for them to maintain their marriages because at times they are caught unaware without the drug, and they start beating up their wives for asking for their conjugal rights. And at times they start cursing their wives until they get bored and go out of their marriages. It also leads into infidelity. Most women are bringing in kids from outside into their marriage, and we're having a lot of DNA problems lately. At times it starts from the abuse of such drugs.
Okay. Maybe not to take too much of your time, you can
This one, sir.
Okay. Tunonzi tumbwa.
This is what they call tumbwa. Sombodia is actually made from potent ethanol, distilled with brown sugar, repacked into quarter or 250 ml packaging, and they put a label, but in actual fact, it won't be that particular brand that they'll have picked. It's actually Sombodia, which is very toxic. One who uses Sombodia, mostly you find out they've got a black skin, red lips, and they start swelling. Most of the time they'll be swelling.
Yeah, I noticed most of the youths.
Yes.
Either the cheeks or the face will look swollen.
Yes.
Is it one of the side effects of this?
Yes, that's a clear indication that one is abusing this Sombodia or Kambra.
Okay, thank you.